Okay, y'all. So we finna get into the Real House Hussies of Atlanta. I know I'm supposed to been did this video a long time ago, but these hoes is tired. And I'm tired of talking about it. Let's go. Alright, so part 2 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion starts off with Toya and Drew, and we're getting the back history of how their little friendship or frenemy-ship started out. And of course, it all started over that cat hair or wig that Drew came in wearing. Me personally, I didn't really see nothing wrong with Drew's wig. I mean, it was big and puffy. Now, for her to say it was $1,000 towards the end of the season, girl, please. It looked like I said in one of my reviews, it looked like a $60 wig that I had. But they started talking about that, and then they talked about how Drew made a comment and said that LaToya don't care about husbands. Oh, girl, LaToya, you portrayed in this season that you don't care about husbands because you was married the whole time, and you know, things that you were saying and doing or whatever lets us know that you didn't respect your marriage. Whether your marriage was over, you guys were separated, you were still legally married. So, whatever, girl. You didn't care about husbands. Drew then proceeded to talk about how she didn't know anything about LaToya talking about her wig and that they had some vulnerable moments, and then she thought they were forming a friendship. They're both moms, so they have a lot of stuff in common, and they used to hang out at they hung out at LaToya's house. And I remember one time in the season where Drew helped LaToya get home after she was drunk. So Drew's really confused about how their friendship began to rift apart, or how they started to have issues. Kenya then wants to jump in the conversation to say how they told LaToya it was a bad idea for her to talk about Drew's hair, and if she was really sincere, instead of trying to give her a wig or whatever, just talk to the girl. And then for some reason, Kenya Moore makes it about her, talking about that Drew went a step further to post a picture of Kenya in her weave. Kenya, look, we know you got long hair, but we also know that you wear wigs, half wigs, clip-ins, links, all that kind of stuff. And girl, it's no secret, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. But I know that Kenya prides herself in having long hair because that she's her company's brand. Trust me, I get it. But how the hell do we make it about you when this is about LaToya and Drew? Kenya has her own head so far up her own butt. It's ridiculous. This has nothing to do with you. And yes, the girl posted about your wig, but you was in there laughing at her too. You was in there egging LaToya on, so you can't sit up here and say, "Oh, I told her that wouldn't be a good idea," and then you behind her back laughing about it. We then proceed to talk about this fake girl crush between LaToya and Kenya, and they talk about how Kenya was jealous when LaToya became too close to Porsha. I don't care what nobody say. That girl crush is fake. Kenya just wants a little lap dog, and she got upset that LaToya was growing fond of Porsha. You know, they were cool. I think Porsha and LaToya may be around the same age, you know, and Kenya can act like a prude sometimes. So yeah, LaToya wanted to be around somebody who was more fun, you know, somebody who's more loose, more relaxed. And sometimes, like I said, Kenya has her head up her own butt. It's just like, I'm sure it could be real draining to be around her at times. Andy asks Kenya and LaToya how close have their relationship gotten. Kenya proceeds to say, "I haven't kissed it, smelled it, touched it, dealt it, licked it, slapped it, flipped it, or rubbed it." And LaToya begs to differ. LaToya says she has seen your booty. Child, I don't know if she's talking about that little picture that they had passing around at Cynthia's engagement party or what, but LaToya, I feel like LaToya is doing too much for this $1,000 episode that she's making. I feel like she's doing too much to try to get a peach or to try to stay on next year's season. It's getting old and played out. LaToya proceeds to say that Drew cheated on her husband with her. I guess they kissed when he was in South Carolina. LaToya, please. Finally, we see Kenya hold LaToya accountable when she was asked about why did she mention the alimony situation between Kenya and Mark. And LaToya said, you know, it's a love and hate relationship between these girls. I don't know the dynamics. I haven't been here long. And like Kenya told her, that's some bullshit. Because they are close enough. If they're close enough for you to see her butt, then they are close enough for her to tell you how she really feels about this. And everybody and their mama know that Porsha and Kenya are not friends and they don't get along. So for you to go around there and run your mouth, that was totally wrong for you. And then they asked about why didn't she say anything to Kenya? Why didn't she say anything to Candy about it? And Candy admitted that she was also wrong in that situation and that she shouldn't have brought it up. All right, so Shamia and Marlo enter the stage. They enter the dungeon. And y'all, when I tell y'all, it was just a literal constant back and forth between Shamia making her little remarks, being Porsha's lapdog, and Porsha and Marlo going back and forth. Marlo is constantly asking Porsha why they not friends, what did they do, yada yada. Y'all, I'm trying to get through this reunion. It's draining me because we know that this season was very lackluster and the reunion is just not giving. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me, what is it missing? Is it really Nene? Or do we need Phaedra back? Hell, I'll even take Sheree back right now because it's just tired. I feel like Marlo wants to remain friends with everybody so she can stay on the show, because we all know that Marlo is never going to get a peach. You know, she was cool with Porsha. That wasn't good enough. She wanted to be Kenya's friend again. Now she cool with Kenya now. And now you lost Porsha. Now you want to get Porsha back. If I was Kenya, if I was Kenya, Marlo wanting to be friends with Porsha again, that would be a slap in the face. At this point, I don't think that she can be friends with the both of them. She's going to have to pick one. And it looks like she's already chose Kenya. So at this point, just give it up. Then this girl had the nerve to say that she got Porsha and Dennis back together. Girl, they ain't back together. And Porsha said, girl, you did not do that. Don't do that because you didn't do that. Marlo, pick a side, girl. You can't have them both. Now we're going to start talking about this trip to South Carolina. And they talked about what a terrible host Kenya was. I mean, I would never want to see Kenya host another trip ever again. This girl ordered food and then feed the girls until 12 o'clock midnight. Then after they ate dinner, she went upstairs with her baby and left the girls down there. So no, I wouldn't want to go on now trip that Kenya Moore hosts because she's selfish, and she admitted that she was only selfish and she was only thinking about herself, but she said she wasn't about to order food for all them people or take out them orders. And Shamia was like, girl, I would have texted you my order. And I'm with Shamia, damn, bitch, I'm hungry too. Okay, so then they talked to Cynthia about her wedding, which happened on 10/10/20 during the pandemic, and she had 250 guests. I think it's dumb, you know, that you had all those people in one room. But hey, all y'all survived, so I guess. They asked her about why one of Mike's daughters wasn't there, but she said she don't think it had anything to do with her. I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think. You think the girl... Was that the girl who was uncomfortable in the room when Mike was talking about... I don't know, when they was... You know, y'all remember the episode when she was down there and they was having a party at Cynthia's house and all the women was there. Was that her who wasn't there? Y'all let me know. Maybe she was just so uncomfortable. She said, hell, I ain't never going to be on that show again. I don't know. And then we look at where Candy and Porsha's friendship has came from. And they showed all the flashbacks from where, you know, it started with the rape allegations all the way up to now. So it was cute to kind of see that they came back together. And then Andy asked them, were they following each other on social media? And they said they were. So... I know it's been some recent interviews where Candy was saying she didn't know where her and Porsha stood. So, child, I'm gonna tell you like this. Y'all co-workers. Y'all is co-workers, y'all are not friends. Messy Andy asked everybody, was they shocked to see that Porsha and Candy had got so close? And then Marlo comes in with her hating. But talking about some, yeah, I was so shocked to see that they were so close because I think it was the dungeon party that got them close, because every time you would see Porsha, she'd be talking about my candy, my candy, my candy. It's almost like she had some dirt on you. Here we go, y'all. So you know part 3 finna be nothing but Bolo, his Bolo, and Bolo and Porsha. The girls started again talking about the trip and then what actually happened that night. Of course, we know that Porsha and Latoya started making out. Latoya started eating everybody's cat. I think Latoya and Drew made out. So Latoya was really, instead of Kenya talking about Bolo and Porsha, she should have been talking about her horrible friend Latoya and how she was getting down on everybody. I mean, seems like Latoya might be his house. And, you know, of course, Marlo want to go back and forth about why her and Porsha not friends no more. Y'all, it's just dragging. It's draining. My TV froze. Hell, I guess my TV got tired of seeing it too. So, y'all, I'm going to wrap this up. Tune in for Sunday. Hopefully, this is the first and final. Well, not first and final, but hopefully this is the final part of this doggone season. We need to wrap this stuff up because, child, it's tired. I'm tired. See, I had to put my pajamas on. It's tired. That's all I got, y'all. I ain't got no more. We'll see y'all next time. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and like. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share. Tell a friend, tell a friend. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We do have a page. I will link those posts in the descriptions. And we'll catch you next time. Bye.